Bleacher Report, F no, I'm not coming there. Draymond Green on what Demar Derozan said after being pitched to come to the Warriors, which a lot of people had mixed reactions to this in the comments. Some people were like, oh, he's not a snake like KD. And some people on the other side were like, he could have won a championship this season. He was pretty much guaranteed. Some people were saying, oh, his game doesn't really match the others. I definitely think he could adapt. And he's not like Russ Westbrook or anyone like that. If they added Russ to the Warriors, I definitely don't think they would be able to win a championship. I think it would be very hard for them to work around that. But it's DeMar DeRozan, one of the best players of the last few years. And I just don't get how adding him to the Warriors wouldn't. I don't think it would change his game at all. And it would make the Warriors even better, in my opinion. I think it would definitely be a good signing. And he should have maybe taken the opportunity. He would have been a champion by now. But I think he still wants to really try it out with the Bulls. They have a very good chance, but they didn't really have that good of a record against teams in the top tier of the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. NBA, ESPN, SportsCenter facts. Manu Ginobili is the winningest player in NBA history with a winning percentage of 72.1%. Minimum of 1,000 games played. This is very interesting. I thought it would have been maybe Tim Duncan, but I guess when he started, he did win championship. But for those years until Manu came, I don't think they really won until then, and Tony Parker as well. So that could have been why Tim Duncan later on, after that championship, he really didn't win as much. So Manu also retired as a Spur. So I think around that time when Kawhi was still there, he probably could have got even more of a winning percentage. They were very viable in the playoffs for those years as well. And Manu in general, just a great player overall, and is going to be in the Hall of Fame in the coming years. NFL on Fox, 1,000-yard plus receiving yard seasons since 2010. So Mike Evans is on top. One of the most underrated wide receivers in probably the most recent years. 8 1,000-yard seasons. Very impressive. And then a tier below that, you have 7 with Antonio Brown and Julio Jones, which a lot of people at one time have considered them probably the best wide receivers in the NFL, but Mike Evans still has more yards. And I think Mike Evans has to be a top 10. There's no way he isn't. One of the best wide receivers right now. And he could make a case for number 5, top 5, just because of how good of numbers he's been putting on consistently over the years. Number 6, A.J. Green and DeAndre Hopkins. Calvin Johnson as well, which he has the record for the most receiving yards in a season, with something over 2,000 or somewhere on there. And then Brandon Cooks, and then Travis Kelce, which I'm kind of surprised maybe Gronk was on this list as well. But if he had some sort of touchdowns on here, he might have been up here. But this is very impressive. It really shows the domination of Mike Evans.